Hi everyone, so in this video what I want to talk about is stop wasting time. So how many months have you been saying you're going to do this or you're going to do that? I'm terrible for it. I'm someone that has lots of journals. I write everything down. I've made these lists. I've got all these plans. But sometimes I look at the lists and I think, this has been on your list for months, Marianne. Why are you not executing it? So I think wasting time is just this thing of, it doesn't mean that every minute of your day has to be filled with things, but to me, wasting time means that you are putting off things which you could just get on with doing. So I'm just going to give you a few tips that might be helpful with this really. And the first one is take some risks. Many people are risk averse in life. They are so struggling even with little things, making a decision that is outside of their comfort zone. They're always constantly thinking, oh, well, what if this goes wrong? Or what if I can't get enough money to do this? Or what if my car breaks down? Or what if this happens? Instead of thinking, okay, well, this is what I want to do. So how can I make it happen? And if the worst happens, then I'll deal with it. So I think the first thing you have to do if you want to stop wasting time is take some risks and realize that you could fail, but it doesn't matter. You're still going to do that anyway. The second one is be prepared to fail. Be prepared to get hurt. Be prepared to look stupid. Be prepared to be judged. It's all these things that are stopping people from doing what they want to do, from living the life they want to live. I can relate to this because many times in my life, especially in my 20s, I'd say in my 30s, I was so worried about what other people were going to think. I mean, it didn't stop me from taking some chances. I went off to university to a city that I've never been to before and lived there for 4 years. I did Camp America, by myself. There's loads of things I've done where I've taken the risk, but there's lots of other things which I wish I'd probably done, which I didn't because I was worried about what people would think. I was worried about whether I could do it or not. So it doesn't matter if you look stupid. It doesn't matter if you fail. It doesn't matter if, you get hurt along the way. It's still worth the chance. It's worth the risk because life, time is just going to pass you by. You're not going to get that time back. The next thing is to just think there's never a right time to take action. Stop putting things off. We all do it. I literally was looking yesterday at a few things that I need to do. And I've said to myself, I'm going to do these things by May. I'm going to do a few other things in the next 6 months. I'm just going to book this holiday that I've been going on about, even though I'm going to go next year. There's things that I just need to do. Just stop putting them off. Just do it. Just take action. Action beats anything. If you're feeling stressed, take action. If you're in debt, take action. If you are feeling lonely, take action. There's so many things that will be beat if we just took action, but you can't put the things off. The next thing is to unlock that hidden talent and make use of it, because that's another thing which is wasting your time. There's so many people that have these hidden talents that they're not using, and they get to a certain age and they think, well, why didn't I just become a carpenter, or why didn't I become a singer? You have the talent. You're singing in the shower. Every time people hear your voice, they're saying, oh, you've got a fantastic voice. Same as with your looks. People are saying you could be a model, but you're just not putting yourself out there. You get to a certain age and then you just think, why didn't I make use of that talent? God-given talents are the most powerful thing in the world. If you're just good at something and you don't even have to practice, that makes you a powerful person. I would love to be able to draw. I would love to be able to be creative. I would love to be able to be, talented in IT. There's so many areas which I wish I was really good at, and I'm just not gonna get it. Even with editing and things, it doesn't matter how many people show me, I'm never gonna be great at editing, content creation. I could be good at it. I could practice and get to a certain level, but people who are just born with that Midas touch, use that. Stop wasting time. Stop saying, I'm gonna not share this talent with other people. Unlock it, use it. And the final thing is go and travel. Get that qualification, get married, have children. So whatever your big dream and your big goal is, that's the thing to start with. People think they're going to start with the little things. People think, oh, well, I've got to do A, B, C, and D. I've got to go all up the steps and then I've got to do the big goal. Well, no, start with the big goal. Start with the big thing, because then that's going to give you momentum to do the other things. If you really want to get married and you're single, Start with getting on the dating sites, finding a person, getting married, and then all the other things that you want to do, you can do either as a couple or individually. But yeah, what I would say to people is stop wasting time. There is no time to waste. You know, even we're in the 5th month of the year right now. I can't believe it. I can't believe we're in May already. And I'm already starting to not panic, but I'm thinking, wow, what's happened? I haven't done all the things I wanted to do in the last month or the month before. I've done a lot, but I could do more. But, you know, let's stop wasting time. Make every day count. Make every moment count. Do all the things that you've been putting off. Just go for it. That's my little motivational message to you. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. Bye.